Oh, you're a stalker. Hey, I hope this started with stalker. Hi, Virgo. This is Seth from Comingouttarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name's Seth. And this is a reading for Virgo for the full moon in October 2018. If you were watching one of my other channels, I'm hoping that you're coming in to check out your Virgo. I know there were some Virgos in the last live I was doing. That you're coming in to check out your Virgo. I know there were some Virgos in the last live I was doing. For those of you on Periscope, thank you. Hey, Jason. All right. So what we're looking for Virgo in this full moon coming up on Wednesday is what's in your way, how can you overcome it, and thank you. And how can you be more mindful during this time? And thank you. And how can you be more mindful during this time? Yeah, there's something with the microphone on here. Hey, Blaze, there's your waves. I see them now. There's something with the microphone on this iPad that just is kind of crappy, but these help. All right, friends. If you're new, say hi so I can wave and say hi and meet you. Also, if you're new, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe so we can keep track of each other. And if these are helpful for you, give me a thumbs up so I know that you like the reading, like the content, that you're interested in it. Hey, Denny. Okay, we're looking for Virgo. Just trying to get these cards in the right order. What obstacles does Virgo have? How can we overcome them and be more mindful? Hey, Nicole. Hi, Dip. You dip, we dip. Hi, Doreen. Okay, we're almost there. All right, Virgo. Let's see. Obstacle, action, and mindfulness. Ooh. Now this is interesting. Just like Leo, Virgos have got the same obstacle, white buffalo woman. We'll see how that comes out, though. Hey, Moon and Cancer. How are you going to overcome that? It's the Seven of Cups. Was that in? And how can you be more mindful? This is the Son of Stones, right across from our Daughter of Stones. Couple things going on in here for our Virgos. First, overarchingly, not surprisingly, Virgo, we've got a lot of Earth going on here, but what's even more interesting to me is that the action that you're going to be taking is full on water element. So this is emotional state. This is creation. We're going to be making something new, Virgo. Hey, Jay. Let's find out what that's going to be. Because I think it's going to be interesting. Here's your obstacle. Ooh. So Virgo, I know we just saw this in the last video, but here's what's different about it for you. During this full moon, your spiritual connection is actually pretty intense right now. So where Leo was seeing this as entrepreneurship, this is coming through as an intense spiritual space for you. So if you are connecting to spirit, a higher power, if you're seeing a lot of triple or double ones on the clock or on your phone or around you, if you're seeing animals that resonate with you as being representative as spirit on earth, for example, the buffalo or other animals that can be sacred and be in that space, like cow or whale, that is the that is the challenge. Owl is interesting. Ravens for you, that is part of the obstacle right now, is in connecting with them, in connecting with this spirit. Um, are you are you connecting in the way that you want? Because I think the obstacle is you're actually connecting in a way that is more junior than you'd hope, and you'd rather be more advanced in this connection, like you probably normally are. And so it's probably going to feel like while the connection is happening, because it is happening during this full moon, it's going to be frustrating, I think, to you that you're not connecting in a way that you normally want to connect. So it's like the message wants to keep coming through, but you're not able to get the full message. I think what's more interesting is how you overcome that. Um, if you can view the message of that you're receiving as symbolic and not, how do I want to say this? Like sometimes the message is like very, very clear. Um, this message is symbolic. And if you can understand the symbols that are coming from spirit during this time, that's how you get past feeling the frustration of being in this state of what feels like junior when you know you're not, when you know you're more experienced in normally receiving the messages you need to receive. Um, it's being open to that that story of what could be and then letting yourself understand what it is. No, it's actually the complete opposite, Jason. You're going to want to decipher it because where a message would normally come through, yeah, where a message would totally come through as like crystal clear, these messages are coming through as code. And it feels like you've like your brain shut off and it's not coming through the way it normally does. You're like, God damn it, why can't I understand this? Why is it not coming through? Why does this not make any sense? And you start getting frustrated, and that's when you lose the message. So chill, 100%. Second, know that it's code. Yep, journal time is a great way to think about it. Know that it's code, and you have to work through the code. Um, and what you may just be doing is learning an entirely new language. It's like you're adding to your alphabet, but you didn't really realize that's what was happening. Um, yep, language. So we're going to take that further. How can you be more mindful during this time? This is Chief Seattle, or the Son of Stones, and he's balancing out the Daughter of Stones. So whenever it is like a puzzle, whenever the Daughter and the Son of Stones come together for me, this is ideally two halves of the same coin. So just as a quick side note, this is backing up for me the fact that it takes you and this spirit working together to understand this message, because they're trying to tell you something new and you're trying to understand a new language, and without each other no one could ever understand it. So while you may get frustrated, I would encourage you to just chill, like you had suggested, and let the message come, let the code be there. Kind of like for any of you, hey, Miss Video Time, if any of you have ever watched me do readings on here on Periscope, sometimes I'll ask you, why is there, like in one of the readings I did just a few minutes ago, there was a big flamingo and it was gray, it wasn't pink. Sometimes I'll ask, I'm like, what is this doing here? What is this symbol, this image doing in this reading? And none of these cards have flamingos in them in this deck. There are no flamingos. So it was an image that appeared. So that was, for me, that was a message coming through for me in a code that I had to then understand. So it's that kind of thing, Virgo, that's happening for you during this month. So it's not just for the spiritual beeps, right? For those people who might be working with third eyes, or working with intuition, or working with psychic abilities. The same thing is happening for those people who are getting through their day that aren't going through those types of things. So in messages that are coming through from your boss or your peers, you might be hearing them say one thing and realizing later they meant something entirely different. And you're like, well, shit, now what do I do with that? So you are working through a shift and change in communication. The best way to think about that and to be mindful about it is to recognize that there is something greater than you that is helping to guide this. There's a reason this is happening. And if you can sit back and take the moment and be aware of, when is this happening? How is it happening? And then you can think about why it's happening. So recognize when and how. This is the stuff you can meditate on, or you can just chill and think about. When did that message come through, that weird thing? How did that message come through, which is different than how I normally interact with people? Okay, now why did that happen? Yep, 100% higher reasons. Especially when I've got these two flanking each other, and I've got buffalo that's important and whale that's important. We've got an as above, so below thing going on here. So it's about the material and the higher self, the spirit up here, coming and connecting and finding a way to connect. And they're connecting through this action that you're taking to make everything better and to get through that obstacle, which is recognizing the truth through the haze, or the truth through the unknown, the truth through what I don't understand today. So, so it is. Thanks, Rita. It is not going to be an easy time, Virgo, but I don't think it's going to be frustrating for you. I just think it's going to be like, damn, what do I do with that? It's going to be more of like, okay, now that this is in front of me, what do I do? And the suggestion is, take that step back, think about it. When did it happen? How did it happen? Then you can think about why. And that's going to open up this conversation, this language, this new alphabet for you, so that you can have stronger connections with either the people in your lives who are giving you some what feels like an obstacle, or spirit, if you're working with spirit in a way that is greater than other people around you. You're going to find that that language is going to be added to as well. All right, Virgos, got some marching orders. You know what you're going to be doing during this full moon. Uh, if you, thanks, Jason. What is going to happen when the moon is full? Should I prepare? Yes, that's what these readings are about. Holistic Deb. If you didn't see over on YouTube, I've got them up on YouTube, and I've gotten through 5 of the signs so far. I'm currently doing Virgo, so this is for Virgo. And Virgo, if this is helpful for you, if you find some insight in this, if you find some help in it, give me a thumbs up on there, give me a like on there, let me know that it was helpful. For those of you that already done it, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe so we can keep track of each other. What I hope to do next is, at the end of the month, I'll be doing some readings for November for all the signs, similar to how Jason does, except mine have a little bit of a different bent on them. More men energy in tarot. I like it. Yes, Nicole, yes. Is the moon sign usually the most accurate for full moon readings? Actually, I think for me, that depends on the person. I think it'd be interesting to hear what the crew thinks, but I think it depends on the person. Because for me, I will refer to my sun sign before I'll refer to my moon sign. Yep. I think the sun sign is the one that you want to stick with. But if that's a practice that you have to align a full moon reading with your moon, I think that's an interesting idea. I'm not sure that that's the best way to think about it. Holistic Deb on Periscope, hang on one sec. and I'll explain. My Italian is showing, got shut off chat. Thanks. Yeah, it totally depends on the vibe. See, Rebecca, it seems like we're all kind of in agreement that how things are going to go. Me too, Jason. So for those of you who are Virgos or might be assigning this to a Virgo moon, yes, I will be. Then let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Let me know what you think about how, you're ramping up into this full moon on Wednesday, what it's like during the full moon, and what happens afterwards. Like, what's the ramp down like? Because we're really not talking about that. So I'd love to hear from you. What happens as the full moon finds its way to waning? And then this energy shifts. So thanks, everybody. I am going on to Libra next, and I'll see you in a few minutes. If you're on Periscope, hang out. I'll be right back.